wondering if you guys are hiring at this location.
But we're not currently hiring.
Hi, I was just wondering if you guys are hiring.
At the moment, we're not. I'm sorry.
Okay, that's okay. Thank you. Hey, I was just wondering if you guys are hiring.
Are you currently looking for work? Are you in Canada or the United States? Have you realized how bad it is, the job market right now? It's unbelievable. I myself have decided to just work for myself because when I was laid off during the pandemic, at the tail end of the pandemic, I guess in 2023, really at the tail end, but here in Canada, the pandemic lasted a little longer than places like the States in terms of policy. But yeah, regardless, I left my job. I got laid off, I should say. And then after that, I decided to just go fully into working for myself, whether it's selling stuff on eBay or also just managing my YouTube channels as well. All of this is how I make my income, and I never want to go back to the job market. And hearing people like this talk about how bad the job market is right now really makes me really accept my decision and moving on from now, because this job market is absolutely toast.
For anyone that doesn't have a job or isn't actively looking for a job, the job market is absolutely cooked. For reference, I graduated from the University of Virginia with a 3.6 GPA in computer science. But today I received a decision on my McDonald's application. Thank you for applying to the role. The competition was high and you were among a number of very strong candidates. We decided to move forward with other applicants, so I appreciate your interest in McDonald's. All jokes aside, the job market is absolutely horrendous. Since I graduated, I have applied to over 733 jobs. I've only gotten 2 second-round interviews and 0 offers. If you can refer me for a coding job or you can help me get a coding job, please message me.
Yeah, and coding jobs are going to get harder and harder to get now, especially with ChatGPT doing basically able to code now with basic functions and stuff like that as well. And then on top of that, you have just the amount of competition for the job market. You can't even get a job at McDonald's? That is insane. I know that one of the main reasons why is because they'll see a resume maybe like his and think that he's overqualified. But hey, if you want a job and you really want to work for a place like McDonald's, regardless, just because you need the money, it's not like you're passionate for flipping burgers. I can't stand when companies say that. What's your passion? Why do you want to work here? It's McDonald's. I need the money. No one is passionate for Big Macs unless you are the CEO because it makes you money.
Could someone tell me what I'm doing wrong? I have been applying for a minimum of 10 to 25 jobs every single day for the last 3 months, and I've been doing it consistently. I haven't even received a rejection letter. It says, thank you for applying, and then no word. There's no application status, there's nothing. My last real job, they fired me because I didn't want to take advantage of small business. I have gotten calls and stuff, and it's always, oh, you're overqualified. But then other jobs, I'm underqualified. What is it? I'm very proud to be Tamil, by the way, but on my resume, I don't put my last name anymore because it is very traditional. And I don't even want that affecting my, if people are not going to even talk to me. And then on top of that, everything is expensive. I don't even want to do much with my money. I just want to be able to take care of my dog. Don't worry, I'm not going to cry on camera. Okay, so I have a problem with being too honest, apparently. So I've been working on it by not speaking. I don't know what else to do. Do you know how embarrassing it is to move back to your family's house at the age of 26? I thank God every single day for not having a kid. A kid would obviously be a blessing, but I couldn't imagine what other people are going through with kids. The stupid thing about this is I hate crying, and I usually don't cry, but yeah, I don't know. I just want a job. I'm not saying I don't want free money. I want to work for it. I want a real job. I want a good job. It could be minimum wage. I forgot to tell this. I was offered a job 3 months ago, and the only reason I rejected it because it was all the way in the south. It was night shift, and I would be getting paid minimum. Or sorry, not minimum. $15.50. I literally lost my studio because I didn't want to pay $1.5 every single month. I haven't really lost hope, but I don't know, you're supposed to make connections. So if there's literally anyone who knows of a job. This is like one of my chances. So please just, I don't know. I have a good resume, I think. This is pathetic.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people who aren't willing to sacrifice certain things to get a job. But again, like, even if she wanted to go all the way down south, and this is in Calgary, the city I live in. So I understand there's a lot of people who don't want to, like, go from their side of the city to the other side of the city because it's not necessarily the worst traffic. I grew up in Toronto, so I know real bad traffic. But people like to stay in their own quadrants, I find, here in the city. But yeah, that's $15.50 an hour is for night shifts too. On top of that, I'd say if it's during the day, if you really need a job, I guess that's not the worst thing in the world. But if you're looking at paying, your phone bill, your rent, let's say other expenses as well, like your credit card, insurance, anything like that, on top of basically getting paid $15.50 an hour at night, no thanks, not looking for that one.
Why is it so hard to find a job? Why is everybody around me getting a job and working towards their life purpose, and I'm here getting rejected time after time after time after time? I'm educated, I'm well-spoken, I'm well-presented, I'm smart, I'm intelligent, and I have been getting a no after no after no for the past 2 years. Even the job that I did get last year, I got made redundant after 2 months. And this year, I've been applying, going to interviews, doing everything correctly, and still I get a no. The last job that I went to was a hostess job at a restaurant in Mayfair, and I got rejected from that too. So what the fuck am I doing wrong? I just don't get it. I don't understand why I'm doing everything wrong. And it's so hard to feel positive and keep on going and just being like, okay, I can do this. Maybe like I'm being steered in another direction. Maybe God is trying to give me a sign. But I feel so alone because I don't see the signs. I don't see what I'm supposed to do. I've been applying every day. I applied to 30 fucking jobs. Every day, like, I'm on my shit. I message people on LinkedIn. The hostess job, I DM'd the restaurant on Instagram because I wanted to raise my chances of getting the interview. Went to the trial shift. The trial shift was really good. Nothing went wrong. I did everything correctly, but I still got a no. So I'm like, what am I supposed to do? Like, where am I supposed to go at this point? Because I don't know how much I have it in me to keep on staying positive. Because they have successfully broken me down to feel so worthless, so lazy, so stupid. I'm like, what is it? So I want everybody to give me an advice. How are they getting jobs? Because people around me are getting jobs, but I can't get a job. So then I'm thinking, does that mean that I have to move back to Sweden and live there maybe? Because my time in London is done. Maybe that's the sign that you should move out. But London is my home. But it can't be my home anymore because I can't afford to live here. And it's just so hard because I understand if I didn't have the qualifications. But I do, and I'm still not good enough. And I never get feedback on why. Even when they made me redundant, it wasn't a real reason. It wasn't like, oh, you're not doing your job properly, or you're doing this wrong, that wrong. No reason was given. I was just good enough. And it's like, how do people do this? I don't know what to do. Like, I'm starting to have really bad thoughts, and very dark things are starting to appear in my mind that I don't want to be that person. But at the same time, I want to work. It's not I don't want to work. I want to work. I want to work. I want to be productive. I want to work towards a goal. But I just don't know how people are going about it. So, yeah.
Yeah, and especially if you want to stay and live in a city like London. I'm assuming it's London, England, from Sweden. If it was London, Ontario, I was like, geez, I don't know why you're in London, Ontario. You should go back to Sweden. I'm sure the cities there are a lot nicer than London, Ontario. No offense to London, Ontario. I've been there quite a lot. One of my best friends lives there. But yeah, like, if you're looking to try to get a job that's, going to pay you enough to live in London, and you're mostly looking for hostess jobs or waitress jobs, you're probably not going to make enough to survive in London unless it's like a really, highly esteemed restaurant that has a really expensive or wealthy clientele that gives big tips. If it's not that, then I don't really know what to tell you. But yeah, again, the job market is not looking good right now, especially for young people.
Just gotta say that looking for a job in this time, and especially a part-time job, is like close to impossible. Like, I'm in school now, so I can't work at a full-time job. So I'm looking for a part-time job, and it's been like 2 weeks already. And it's like half of these jobs are just scammers, like literally telling me work from home, and like the benefits are seeming too good. Most of them are like entry-level data entry, but like they're literally scammers. Like, I got scammed before. They're like, we'll send you the equipment, all this stuff. It was fake. So now I'm just scared of all those jobs. And it's like no part-time jobs like want to work with my schedule that are in person. So like, what the hell am I supposed to do, especially with everything getting like so much higher in price, like the groceries? Like, I need a job, and my school schedule sucks. Like, I can't work during the day, can only work evenings, and none of the gyms around me are hiring. Like, I don't even know what to do. Why are there so many scams on the internet right now for people that are looking for jobs? It's like really insane.
Yeah, it's pretty bad out there. I've made a video about ghost jobs as well, and the market for ghost jobs is just insane. There's so many fake jobs out there, and just companies or people or individuals trying to basically harvest your data. So it's pretty bad out there for that. Back in the day, you used to just go to places if you wanted a summer job or part-time job. You'd hand them your resume, smile, shake their hand, look confident, and that's how you got jobs. In the boomer era, hell, even up the Gen X era in the 90s, it was possible to do that. And then ever since social media, it feels like you need a presence on social media. You need to contact them on social media. That way they have time to like go through your socials if they're really considering hiring you. There's a lot of things you got to be careful about on the internet, but definitely one of them is scam jobs. So be on the lookout for that.
I have 2 bachelor's degrees, but I'm currently unemployed and I'm trying to find a job and I'm not able to find a job. I feel like if you are not currently looking for a job right now in today's job market, then you will not understand how actually hard it is to find a decent paying job. Even if you have all the credentials, I have 2 degrees, I have experience, I have a good resume, I have it all, and I'm still not able to find anything. And people ask me, like, what do you want to do? Like, what's your, like, dream career? What's your dream job? And honestly, I don't have one. I don't dream of working. I don't want to work. There's no career or job that I can think of that I would be like, yeah, I would love to do that every single day and spend more of my time there than in my home that I pay a crap ton of money for. Like, no, I don't dream of working. My dream life, my dream day is to wake up by the beach or some body of water and drink my coffee and read my book, then take an afternoon nap and then read my book inside and then have a nice dinner. That's my dream daily life. But I know in order to get there, I need some kind of money, and Monopoly money won't work. So that means I have to get a good paying job, but those are not available.
Well, they are available just to a select amount of people, very small amount of people. Yeah, when people get asked that question, like, what's your dream job? It's not necessarily hypocritical, but it is very frustrating to hear that, because everyone can dream up what their dream job is or think of their dream job if they're creative enough. Doesn't mean you're actually going to get there. Like, not everyone in the world is going to have a dream job. Not everyone is going to acquire a dream job. They're not going to be that lucky. Not everyone's going to be that fortunate. Maybe one day in the future, when there's universal basic income or something like that, where at least everyone gets like a flat amount of money every year, you can use that money to maybe build that dream job yourself or work for yourself. And I do think entrepreneurial type of mentality and being your own individual, like sole proprietor or anything like that, that's probably going to be the future, I believe, especially if something like a flat rate of income goes out to everyone. Then maybe other people will try and be influencers, starting their own business. But until that day comes, unfortunately, we're in a really bad job market, and I expect when the new unemployment numbers to hit here in Canada specifically, it's going to be even worse. So hopefully it's better though.
I was just wondering if you guys are hiring at this location.
But we're not currently hiring.
Hi, I was just wondering if you guys are hiring.
At the moment, we're not. I'm sorry.
Okay, that's okay. Thank you. I was just wondering if you guys are hiring.
At the moment, we are not.
Hi, I was just wondering if you guys are hiring.
We currently aren't hiring at the moment.
I was just wondering if you guys are hiring at this location.
But we're not currently hiring.
Hi, I was just wondering if you guys are hiring.
At the moment, we're not. I'm sorry.
Yeah, So that's a funny exercise, but to be honest, just cold calling places to ask them if they're hiring is probably not the best strategy. Again, like because of social media, they want you to contact them via LinkedIn or something like that, going on Indeed, any other job market website, which sucks because you're going to be obviously introduced to a ton of scammers as well. So you got to be very careful out there. But yeah, cold calling like this is the way people used to get jobs. Are you hiring? Yes. Do you have a resume? Yes, I'll come by the store and drop it off. Sounds insane to say that now, but that's actually how it used to be. And there's other jobs and careers and just industries like computer science, like with coding jobs, that it's even harder to find jobs right now because that market is absolutely cooked. In fact, this individual was in a video earlier, and he was talking about not being able to find a job at McDonald's, and he's going to go a little more into depth about how bad the job market is right now for anyone with a computer science degree.
Everything right. I went to a great college, had great grades, had a great major. I even graduated with over $500,000 in sales. Pretty crazy for a college student, but that's not good enough to get me a job. I've been applying for jobs for 4 months full time. And thankfully, I've had my bills covered because I worked, but I've been doing it full time and haven't gotten a single offer. But what's worse than these job rejections that I'm getting is my family's rejection. You know, nobody understands this problem other than the people who are dealing with it right now. And my parents just think I'm lazy every single day that I don't have a job. And my prayers and my thoughts go out to everybody that's dealing with this problem because I don't know if I can deal with it for another day. I'm about to throw my degree in the trash and just start a business because getting a job ain't shit.
Yeah, there's a lot of people out there who are facing the exact same thing he is. And I was facing that as well when I was trying to find a job after I was laid off. And that's what ultimately just told me, like, my inner brain, my mind's eye was like, you know what? Work for yourself because it's just not worth it anymore. You know, there are some people I think who are born to be entrepreneurs. Some people have to kind of discover it themselves. But I do think the job market in general is very cooked for young people specifically. And it does suck when people just don't understand or they think you're lazy because you don't have a job. They're like, well, just go get a job. It's not that easy to just get a job out there anymore. It's not like that. We are entering a whole new type of economy and job market, and young people specifically are going to be being affected by this the most because they are en masse the people who should be getting jobs and entering the job market, right? So it is pretty brutal out there. Anyways, guys, leave your thoughts about this video down below in the comment section. I will see you guys in the next one. Take care.